Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Marchich here with your outlook for May 20th, 2016. And for your Friday, we're going to have an absolutely fantastic day today. And you would have no idea a storm is coming if I wasn't telling you or you didn't hear it on the media so far, because it's going to be absolutely fantastic today. Very beautiful day for late spring. Temperatures are going to be the mid to upper 70s in many locations. Not very much wind, light northwesterly breeze, and high pressure sitting right over top of the area, and that is going to allow for a mostly sunny day. So not too many clouds in the sky today either. And unfortunately, this is not a precursor of what's to come, because we do have to deal with this mess down here that's gathering in the lower Mississippi Valley and is moving toward the area. Now, there's been several different solutions with this, and there still is. We have some of the short-range guidance suggesting this will come a little bit farther north or impact people farther north, but I think the heaviest rain should remain to the south and east of I-95 for the most part. Now we're going to have this system come at us here in the overnight hours. Here's still looking at 2 a.m. on Saturday. Most of the area is still dry. Might be sneaking in at least an increase in clouds in our western zones at this point. We'll say after midnight. And then we have this area of precipitation that's going to be moving in with the area low pressure moving in from the southwest. Now it looks like it's just going to slam us here. But if the next couple frames here, you go to the very next frame and look what happens. The bulk of it is consolidated. Instead of being with this area low pressure that was moving towards us, it's actually transferring energy to another one that's right here near Norfolk, Virginia. So at that point, when that consolidation of energy takes place, you get a little bit of drying up here on the northwest side because of that transfer taking place. This is what we call a Miller B situation, where we have a transfer from one to the other. In wintertime, this would really tick a lot of people off, because it looks like you're going to get slammed with a big snowstorm, and then you get this cutoff here in the dry area in between during that transfer. So people in the interior would get really shafted here in this situation if it were snow, but it's not. It's rain, but it still behaves in the same manner. So you have this area low pressure down here consolidating. The heaviest rain down here across Delaware and South Jersey at this point. This is on Saturday morning. And then you go to the next frame, and it really doesn't do much after that. You still have this trailing energy that's still kind of dissipating here over western Pennsylvania for the most part. But you just get some clearing here in the middle. Again, that dry air getting in between here, because you have two different systems. Another one coming, becoming the main system offshore, is really gathering strength. But you see the concentration of the precipitation is really southeast of I-95 on most model guidance. All right. Now it does initially get into, as we started off showing you here, it does initially get into our southern and western portions. Let me get back to that here. Southern and western portions should get into this early Saturday morning. So you can see some heavier rain right here starting to come in. This is before the transfer is taking place. You still have one area low pressure here, another one not really developed yet. So it's going to be critical when that transfer occurs to whether or not we see more rain farther north or not. If that transfer does happen earlier, like some of the global models are suggesting today, then it will consolidate offshore. If it doesn't, you get more heavier rain up further north. So we don't want to eliminate that possibility yet, but we're seeing a trend in the global models today to consolidate one piece of energy offshore, which will then introduce some dry air into the region in the middle of that transfer zone. So we're going to watch this closely and see what happens. Right now, we're not really, we're kind of leaning towards this solution that I'm showing you here, but it's not to say with definitive certainty that this is exactly what's going to happen. Now, we do have upper level energy that's going to be hanging over the area on Sunday. Very large upper level low that's sitting right over top of the region here on Sunday. You really can't see it because this is a surface map, but if you go up to 500 millibars, which is about 18,000 feet up, you can see this clearly. And this is kind of sitting and spinning right over top of the region. By Monday, it heads just off the coast, but it's still close enough to impact you. So what that does is introduces some very cold mid and upper level temperatures, and the ground temperatures at the surface are very warm, so it creates an instability. These instability showers, these aren't really wraparound. A lot of people are calling it wraparound showers. It's really not wraparound. It's just a instability created by the difference in temperatures aloft and at the surface. So you are getting some showers pop up here with that instability on the afternoon and the evening on both days. Here's a look at Sunday, and then again you have that on Monday as well. Here's those showers on Monday. Another upper level system is going to be consolidating offshore, moving away. So that's not going to retrograde toward the coast like was shown earlier in the week, but you do have these wraparound showers. Now sometimes in these situations, the upper level lows, the models have a difficult time picking up on how much falls. So this might be overdone here. It might just be a few spotty showers. We'll have to wait and see how that plays out. but we are allowing area showers at least in the afternoon and evening hours on both days, Sunday and Monday. So it's not a total washout, variable cloudy that favors any sun you see in the day on either day favors the morning versus the afternoon. But you get those big puffy stratocumulus in the afternoon with those showers with the instability created. So that's what we're expecting. And then Tuesday, still might be a leftover shower here. Not really sold on this idea. Really should start drying out as winds turn to the west here on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, we're going to have a mostly sunny day. High pressure, you can see now, is off the southeastern U.S. coastline. This becomes a Bermuda high, so to speak, where it just brings in winds from the southwest, and we're really going to get cranky in temperatures for several days. This thing is not going to be moving. I'm going to go over to that real quick and show you what we're looking at here for highs on Thursday. You can see temperatures across the region getting into the lower 80s, upper 70s across the far north, and that really doesn't end. That lasts for several days. Here's a look at Thursday. We get into the middle 80s for many locations, and that just keeps going. Right after this point, here is a look at next Friday, middle 80s, and finally next Saturday when it runs out of range. Now you're in the mid to upper 80s. So very warm stretch coming beginning Wednesday of next week, it looks like, and that is becoming more and more certain. The models are starting to lock in on that idea. So we had that in our long range for about 2 weeks now, be it right around the 25th or so. We had that change, and that's when we're looking at this turning around. So it is coming. Just be patient. We have to get through a rough couple of days, mainly just Saturday, and then those instability showers Sunday and Monday following it. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for May 20th, 2016. Have a great Friday.